A very good evening to everyone present here. Before starting our last session for today, I would like to thank all of you present here for being an extremely patient and wonderful audience. We welcome all of you once again for the valedictory session where we have prominent speakers addressing us today. To begin this session, I would like to introduce Mr. Mukesh Kumar Jain, Head of Corporate Affairs for Godfrey Phillips and Chairman ISTT Delhi. Mr. Jain is a philanthropist, a result-oriented management professional, a dedicated social worker, and Rotarian. Maintaining a large network and serving the profession and mankind for 4 decades, he has worked with large organizations like JK Tires Industries, LML Limited, and GCS. He has served AIMA Governing Council and Executive Committee of NIPM. Mr. Jain is a fellow of NIPM and associated with AIMA, NIPM, IOD, NHRDN, ISTD, ISA, INTCH, NSC, LPA, INSSAN, Kanpur Spastic Center, and Gaushala, etc. He has served Rotary International District 3110 on various senior positions, and he has also been conferred award for Oneness of Mahatma and Mahavir. I would request you, sir, to address the audience.
Good afternoon, everyone. Our chief guest, Sri Prabhat Singh, MD and CEO, Petronet LNG, Sri Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, IFTDO President, and our very dynamic conclave chairman, veterans of ISTD and the other professional bodies, Dr. GP Rao, our conclave director, esteemed speakers, my team from Delhi chapter, ladies and gentlemen. We are happy to have hosted this wonderful virtual conclave on resilient talent management under the able guidance of our conclave chairman, Shri Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, and the able support of the conclave director, Dr. G.P. Rao. We had a very enlightening inaugural and 4 technical session. Our conclave chairman and director will share the highlights shortly. ISTD Delhi is a 50 years old body of training and development professionals. We have been carrying out various activities for the benefit of the profession and members. We are grateful to the leading organization for constant support in our endeavors. At the valedictory session, I heartily welcome our chief guest and the conclave chairman and look forward to their valuable insights. We value your time and are grateful to you, sir, for your support. I also welcome all our dignitaries, speakers, veteran, ISTD members, delegates, supporters, and invitees to the valedictory session. I thank you all for your support and look forward to the same in future also. Namaskar.
Dr. G.P. Rao, founder of Good People Relations and conclave director, has worked with SAIL, JK Groups, Birla, and Reliance Group in India and Malaysia. He has masters in commerce, public administration, social work, and business management. He has a degree in law and received an honorary PhD. He is the recipient of several awards in India, Malaysia, Singapore, and Sri Lanka. Dr. Rao has been associated with Rotary International, Business Network International, KIIT University Orissa, Labour Laws Institute, NHRDN, ISTD, NIPM, DMA, and FM. I welcome you, sir, to address the audience.
Good evening to all. Chief guest Dr. Prabhat Singh ji, our chairman Sri Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, Dr. Vinay Shil Gautam, veterans of different professional bodies, our dynamic chairman, chapter chairman, Mr. Mukesh Jain, speakers, delegates, invitees, and friends. I am actually supposed to give a summary of the conclave of 2 days. I promise you, we will go through the recordings of all the sessions. We'll come out with a compendium of all the learnings. But in the meanwhile, I was noting down which terms and which words got repeated, oft spoken. I had agility, adaptability, artificial intelligence, business, buy-in, best fit, digitization, democratization of learnings, integrity and integration, influencing leaders with innovation, co-creation, culture and capability. When it comes to employees, it talked about employee experience, empathy, entrepreneurial mindset for excellence. And when talk about future, they talked about future ready and future engaged. And the speakers talked about gig is going to be a new normal in the manpower structure. They talked about resilient leaders. They talked about purpose. They talked about social listening. They talked about skill set. They talked about mindset. And finally, everybody in every session, workforce management, workplace management, use of technology, future of technology, the inaugural session, Dr. Vinashil Gautam's address, Mr. Deepak Mahota's address, everybody talked about one thing, that we need resilience in everything that we do. We have to be adaptive. We have to do whatever is sustainable. Whatever we do is creative. Whatever we do will be futuristic. If you do that, we'll have this power of getting up, power of managing any ambiguity and adversity, and we'll win all games, all wars, all battles. That is the summary of the learnings that I have noted down. As promised, we'll come out with a compendium. Thank you so much.
To deliver the concluding address, I would like to introduce Mr. Ranjan Kumar Mahapatra, Director HR, IOC, IFTTO, President and Conclave Chairman. A product of BITS Pilani and XIM Bhubaneswar, he joined IOC in 1987 and he was one of the main architects of successful fuel quality upgradation process of oil marketing companies in India, and in 2010, he has headed the operations function of Maharashtra State Office in India, which has the largest number of oil terminals and depots from April 2010 to January 2012. Prior to taking over the current assignment, he was the Managing Director of Indian Oil Mauritius Limited, the wholly owned subsidiary of Indian Oil Corporation, led a team of young professionals registering sizable growth in market share and profitability, with Indian Oil Mauritius becoming the 9th largest company in Mauritius and 2nd largest oil company. Mr. Mohapatra is currently the president of IFTTO and a distinguished invitee in All India Management Association and co-chair of HR Committee of FICCI and immediate past chairman of SII Odisha. We invite you, sir, to address the conclave.
Thank you very much, Asmita. Very good evening to all of you. Our guests for today, Mr. Prabhat Singh, MD, CEO of Petronet LNG, Mr. Mukesh Jain, Chairman, ISTD Delhi, ever smiling, ever inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
Dr. GP Rao, who has been core of this entire conclave. And really, I must appreciate what everybody was telling in the beginning, that he has been doing a fabulous job in bringing in this conclave to its, best. So, Dr. GP Rao, Mr. Govind Rajulu, Treasurer ISTD Delhi, who will be there today for delivering the vote of thanks. Of course, I do see a lot of senior leaders here, Dwarkanath ji, Dr. Vinashil Gautam, Mr. Akhil, and many others. And ladies and gentlemen, all the students present from BIMTech, I think this is lovely that ISTD has got the students sitting here. So all of you, all the participants, very good evening from my side. I think they always say that the best closers are again starting off a beautiful, a delightful journey again. I think we are not ending with that. So I think this 2 days conclave of on this resilient talent management has provoked so much of thoughts. I think a few of the words that Dr. GP Rao was telling, I think this has given all of us something to ponder over, something to start afresh. As always, I think in every forum, every discussions that we had, we know that COVID-19 has affected the societies, affected the economies. I think I was telling a lot about it during my opening address as well. We see that the world stands permanently reshaped. I think whether we accept it or not, there has been a lot of reshaping taking place. So in my address also, I was talking about business resilience and how do we survive about a new normal. I think deliberation on in the entire sessions, the 4 tracks we had, they also had really refocused on work, workforce, talent, and digitalization. Everything it has been brought into the fore. Uh, I know. I mean, at this point of time, I think most of us do really find that whether we can plan it for a long term, but at the same time, we must accept that we have to plan. We have to plan for future, and this entire episode of COVID-19 has taught us that. If you are ready, if you are planned, if you are agile, again, my 3 A's, Dr. GP Rai will give his smiles on that 3 A's. If you are agile, if you are adaptable, and if you are aligning with business, then obviously you are ready. You are ready to take up the future, and whatever be the scenario, you are ready. Uh, I think preparing our people for the unknown is something which this scenario has taught us, and workforce management has become equally critical. We must really keep our workforce in a way that our organizations have that competitive edge. So whether to navigate this term or in future as well, whenever we are facing such type of things. I think another point, I always am being a positive person as always. I always feel that this COVID-19 has worked as a catalyst so that we can adopt more changes into our work or workforce or workplace. I think this has worked as a catalyst, and again to repeat that unless we convert all our learnings during this period into opportunity, I think will probably be left behind. We have to reskill, we have to upskill, and this process continuously must go on. There is a digital. I mean, I think Dr. GP Rao was telling. I think this is what also turned out in our 2 of the tracks that we had on digitalization, on the technology part of it. I think digitalization needs to be adapted into our system very well, and this is what I think everybody had univocally. All the participants, right from the first track itself, had talked about it very univocally. I would like to, I would like to just make a statement which Professor Gautam also said in the address that day, that opening address. Resilience is a framework of reference. I think, it is in the mind, and it is based on 2 principles. The first one could be the sound reality perception that you have. What perception do you have about the reality, and whether you have a sound reality? And the second one is good self-awareness. I think if you are aware about yourself, about your follies, your strengths and weaknesses, I think if you are having this both, whether it is personally, whether it is organizationally, both of us, personally as well as professionally, we will be ready. I think trust is also another thing which has come out of all the discussions. I think it has been re-emphasized. At least particularly, if I talk about our Indian Oil, it is a part of our core values, and we have also seen it during this period, this entire period, that it has been re-emphasized. 2 things. One is empathy, the other one is trust, which has been re-emphasized during this period. I must concede that this pandemic or this lockdown is testing us, the well-being of our teams, in most excruciating way. We must rebalance our priorities. We must empower our people. And I think our journey towards lasting resilience must begin with empowerment. The conclave definitely has illuminated us with strategic inputs, and we had fabulous panelists, our contributors who were there, and question answer sessions have been extremely well. And I think I must, as a conclave chairman, I'm not taking anybody's name, but I must thank each one of them for their contribution, the way they participated, the way it was all the tracks were so passionate, and of course the participants who really became, I mean, in my words, became more agile during all those sessions that were there. To conclude, we are really extremely honored to have Prabhat Singh ji, who he calls himself a wild card entry. But I have told him also the same thing. I mean, we have seen so many US Tennis Association, US tournament, which wild card entries have won. So we are extremely happy to have you, sir, amongst us as the valedictory speaker. And I'm sure his words would really bring this conclave to a perfect closer. Once again, from my side, thanks to each one of you, particularly Mr. Mukesh Jain, Mr. S.K. Bose, Dr. G.P. Rao, and the entire team of ISTD-NR. Of course, I cannot forget ISTD president who was present yesterday during the opening. Mr. Dr. Hota, who gave a fabulous, I mean, fascinating ways of really looking at resilient talent management. And he posed a lot of questions to us how we can really do it in future. So thank you, everybody. And thank you very much for being a part of this conclave. Thank you.
Now we have with us our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Prabhat Singh, MD and CEO, Petronet LNG since September 2015. Mr. Prabhat Singh is a recipient of the prestigious Distinguished Alumnus Award of IIT Kanpur and has over 40 years of relevant experience in the hydrocarbon industry, both in MNC, British Gas, and Maharatna PSUs. Mr. Prabhat has been Director of Marketing of GAIL Limited and also served as Chairman of Ratnagiri Gas Power and Private Limited, erstwhile the Bol Power Company, and during his tenure has commissioned the 5 MMTPA LNG regasification terminal at Dabhol. And he has also been chairman of GAIL Global Singapore Pte Limited, a global trading arm of GAIL at Singapore. His major contribution has been the execution of world's longest exclusive LPG pipeline from Jamnagar to Loni. The project was recognized by Asian Development Bank as the best managed project of the year. He was also instrumental in ushering the open access common carrier principle in India. He is one of the core contributors to the concept of gas pooling for power and fertilizer sector, which is the under successful implementation and has been instrumental for successful negotiations in the various international contracts. We are truly honored to have you here with us today, sir, and request you to address our audience.
Thank you, Smita. And am I audible? Am I okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I would first of all like to thank Mahapatra ji for giving me this invitation and opportunity. Jain Saab, G.P. Rao Saab, Vinayshil Gautam Saab, I hold him in great reverence. Rajulu ji. And actually having seen, as you've already seen, Smita ने काफी चीजें बताई हैं, but इसमें HR का background कुछ भी नहीं है. दूसरा ये है कि आप सब लोग HR के महारथी हैं. So to me to do a valediction on an HR summit is a great honor, let me tell you, and I hope that whatever I talk about now, therefore what I'm going to talk about is more from the point of view of a line manager, and rather than actually, because huge inputs have gone in. I actually went yesterday, I was not there, but today I was able to see those, go through those sessions which happened. Extremely informative. Compliments to all of you that you have organized it in this manner at such a right time, and resilience is the key word as of today when we are talking about. All what I'm now going to actually talk is that एक line manager जो है वो अपने HR से क्या expect कर सकता है, and therefore there'll be food for thought. And pardon me if there is some repeat क्योंकि first day पे क्या हुआ है, I'm not sure, but let me just share this with you कि जो 4 track आपने बनाए, मतलब एक है कि workforce management. Now आज का workforce जो हम देखते हैं उसमें अगर आप देखिए तो क्या है कि एक लेवल पे हमारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो बेबी बूमर्स हैं, और आपकी और हमारे ऐसे लोग 3-4-5% ही रह गए हैं. बाकी 95% लोग सारे के सारे मिलेनियल्स हैं, जेन ज़ी है. अब माइंडसेट में आप देखिए क्या चेंज है. हमारे ऐसा आदमी जॉइंट फैमिली सिस्टम से आया है. ही इज एक्चुअली गॉन अ सिस्टम वेयर by and large we have been the deprived lot, रिसोर्स क्रंच से हम लोग आए हैं बेसिकली। तो हुआ क्या है कि हमारे में मतलब टेंडेंसी है कि हम सारी चीजें जो है वो होल्ड करना चाहते हैं, अक्वायर करना चाहते हैं, एसेट को हम खींचना चाहते हैं अपनी तरफ। लेकिन जो मिलेनियल है वो एक न्यूक्लियर फैमिली से आया है, उसके तो डबल इनकम ग्रुप से आया है, उसके पास अबंडेंस चीजें रही हैं, तो उसको एसेट अक्वायर करने की कोई वो उतनी चाह नहीं है। और अगर आप देखिए तो आज की डेट में कंट्रोल हम कर रहे हैं और उसका मुआवजा उसको मिलेनियल चाइल्ड को बेचारे को देना पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि जो हम ठीक सोच रहे हैं वही हम इम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं। जैसे एक कहावत है कि भाई somebody said, how do you define a sweater? So the answer was what the child has to wear when the mother feels cold. So आज की डेट में there is a huge amount of requirement कि हमारे लिए reverse mentoring हो, हमको सिखाया जाए कि भाई मिलेनियल चाइल्ड क्या चाहता है। जैसे हमारी मानसिकता है कि भाई घर होना चाहिए, तो हमने क्या किया कि रिवॉर्ड मैकेनिज्म में हमने कहा भाई HBA बढ़ा देते हैं, हाउस बिल्डिंग एडवांस में हम इंटरेस्ट रेट कम कर देते हैं। बट जब इस चीज को हम एज ए रिवॉर्ड देख रहे हैं, सोच रहे हैं, एंड व्हेन यू आस्क द मिलेनियल चाइल्ड, वो कहता है भाई मेरे लिए तो घर खरीदना लायबिलिटी है। सो एज फार एज आई एम कंसर्न्ड, आई डोंट वांट टू बाय अ हाउस। अगर हम घर खरीद लेंगे तो हमारे लिए तो क्या होगा कि हम वी विल बी रिस्ट्रिक्टेड, हमारी डिग्रीज ऑफ फ्रीडम खत्म हो जाएगी। हमें अगर दिल्ली में मकान खरीद लिया तो दिल्ली में ही जॉब कर रहे हैं, आई विल बी फोर्स्ड टू काइंड ऑफ थिंक इन दोस डायरेक्शंस। जबकि उसको चाहिए कि आप कहिए आप एक INSEAD में हम आपको एक प्रोग्राम के लिए 6 महीने के लिए नॉमिनेट करते हैं, that experiential thing which he actually go through is something which will be fantastic for him effectively. So कहीं ना कहीं हमें ये समझना है कि हम किस माइंडसेट से आ रहे हैं और हमारा जो एम्प्लॉय है वो क्या चाहता है। तो HR को इस डायरेक्शन में सोचना होगा और अपने को इम्प्लीमेंट करना होगा। नाउ व्हेन यू सी द वैल्यू सिस्टम, इसमें भी क्या है कि जो हमारा एम्प्लॉय है, जो मिलेनियल चाइल्ड है, वो कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल है ज्यादा अपने सोचने में। और आज जैसे बात हो रही थी कि गिग अप्रोच है, दे आर बेसिकली नाउ वांटिंग टू लुक एट एन ऑप्शन वेयर हमको तुम ये मत बताओ कि भाई ऑफिस जाना है। आई हैव अ पैराडाइम, आई हैव अ क्वेश्चन इन द फर्स्ट पैराडाइम इटसेल्फ। जैसे हम लोग हैं, वी कम फ्रॉम द कंप्लायंट मोड, कि हमने जब नौकरी ज्वाइन करी थी तो हमने नहीं करी थी, हमारी पूरी फैमिली ने दे गॉट मैरिड टू एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, क्योंकि था अब भाई यहीं से रिटायर होना है। आज का जो बच्चा है, ही इज यूजिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन टू अपस्केल हिमसेल्फ, अपनी स्किल बढ़ाना चाहता है, तो ही इज यूजिंग द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मोर एज अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन। सो देयरफॉर उसके लिए जो सिक्योरिटीज हैं, जो चीजें हैं, दे आर वेरी डिफरेंट देन व्हाट वी हैड एट आवर पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम। Similarly, when you look at communication, अभी क्या है कि he is more direct in his communication. जैसे आज SMS और ट्विटर का कल्चर है। अभी SMS की डेफिनेशन किसी ने बड़ी अच्छी दी, उसने कहा that which actually takes away all the pretense and delivers only essence. So point ये है कि वो जो भी बात कहता है पॉइंटेड है, उसके पास भी टाइम कम है। एक तो गूगल के जमाने में आया है, कुछ भी चीज एक बटन हिट करता है तो 500 चीजें डाउनलोड हो जाती हैं, उसको फिल्टर करके उसको मतलब अपने में असिमिलेट करने में ही प्रॉब्लम है। सो ही इज एक्चुअली हैज अ वेरी शॉर्ट टाइम अटेंशन स्पैन, तो उसको सिर्फ उतना ही कहना है जितना कहना है। whereas we come from the point of view कि भाई हमारा तो over a cup of tea or coffee across the table, that is the way we communicate. So we were more analog and these guys are more digital in their thinking. So कहीं ना कहीं जो HR की alignment है इस पूरे system में उस direction से होनी है। जैसे just to add to the communication part, I'm saying that the Western kind of communication and therefore the clarity of thought with the millennial child is huge. उसका approach ये है, वो कहता है कि भाई हम जो है जो कह रहे हैं वो वेस्टर्न स्टाइल में कि the onus of completing the communication or closing the communication with the initiator. For example, हमने कहा कि भाई किसी से पूछा कि भाई चलो फिल्म चलोगे, तो जो मिलेनियल चाइल्ड है कहेगा नहीं यार बड़ा काम है, मेरे पास टारगेट्स हैं, KPI KRS मीट करना है, मैं नहीं जा सकता, तुम चले जाओ। Whereas हमारे जमाने के लोगों से अगर ये सवाल पूछा जाए कि भाई फिल्म चलोगे, तो हमें ये है कि अगर कोई सीनियर आदमी पूछ रहा है तो उसको मना करने में थोड़ा सा समय लगेगा, तो हम क्या कहेंगे कि साहब देखिए बाहर कुछ लगता है पानी ना बरसे आज, कहीं मुश्किल है, कहीं ऐसा ना हो मौसम ठीक नहीं है। तो नतीजा क्या होगा कि the onus of concluding or closing the communication there now becomes for the receiver basically there. So there is a scope for ambiguity there, whereas the millennial child is very clear in his everything. And therefore now when you look at the technology, अभी क्या हो गया है कि and अभी अगर कोई भी आदमी किसी भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर ये सोचता है कि भाई टेक्नोलॉजी हम डिनायल मोड में है, करें नहीं करें, I think he's absolutely mistaken. Technology has come. You need to be there. आपके ऊपर है कि you are pinned against the wall and then you react to it, or you maneuver it according to your own choice and actually navigate through it. And therefore, what technology has today done, and therefore, कई सारे speakers ने अभी बोला कि आज की डेट में जैसे IOC में साहब आपके यहाँ महापात्रा जैसे 35,000 आदमी है। अभी क्या है, पहले 35,000 आदमियों को पर्सनलाइज अटेंशन देना वाज अ अनथिंकेबल टास्क, बट आज की डेट में विद द टेक्नोलॉजी, विद AI, विद AR, विद MR, विद एनीथिंग व्हिच यू टॉक अबाउट, इट इज लाइक देयर इज अ फोकस्ड अटेंशन यू कैन गिव टू द इंडिविजुअल, टू द एग्जांपल दैट पीपल आर गोइंग टू दैट एक्सटेंट। जैसे अभी आपने इसको अगर सुना हो, ये युवाल नोआ हरारी को सुना हो अगर साहब, तो उसने बड़ा अच्छा एग्जाम्पल एक दिया। उसने कहा देखिए ऐसा है, the people are today progressing to the extent of that they are hacking the human mind, and what he says is he gives the example कि भाई एक आदमी है, जैसे उसने अपना एग्जाम्पल दिया, उसने कहा भाई मैं जो है I by my physiology etc I am a gay person, but क्या है कि मुझे ये पता लगा जब मैं 20-25 साल का हुआ, but this propensity in me was there when I was from 14-15 onward, when I gained puberty basically. Effectively वो कहता है कि अगर मान लीजिए कोई ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लाइक कोक या पेप्सी, इनमें कंपटीशन हो रहा है, and now Pepsi says that I know that this guy is of this kind, and therefore with the biotechnology and with the information technology and the big data analysis, if you are analyzing me on a constant basis, so what you do is you realize that for me an ad on a beach with a lady in a bikini is not the thing which has to be there. It is like वो जो कौन सा वो एक हॉलीवुड सीरियल आता है, वो that huge guy with a trunk and having a great chest moving around on the beach is the guy who actually should be holding the coke can with for in his hand for me to get attracted to that. And then he said, therefore, if I go into a grocery shop, by natural this thing, I would be actually moving toward the Coke can rather than the Pepsi can. So therefore, to that extent, technology is now going to facilitate all of us. And when you see the today's child has the technology DNA built into him, in the sense कि हम लोग के लिए ये मुश्किल था, लेकिन आज जो बच्चा है, आप उसको कहो कि भाई यहाँ से वहां जाना है, तो वो एक बार भी नहीं सोचेगा कि मेंटल मैप बनाए कि मुझे द्वारका जाना है तो मैं कैसे जाऊंगा, क्या करूंगा यहाँ से. He will simply go into his car, open the GPS and say कि yes, let the GPS tell me what is to be done. What he is now doing is that he has actually said that I am valuing this particular app and I have confidence more on this app more than what my brain is going to actually analyze. And the reason that is happening is, जैसे हम लोग भी थे जब हमने पहली बार GPS यूज किया साहब, तो हमें लगता था कि भाई ये दिखा रहा है कि इधर से जाना है. हमें लगा कि भाई पिछले 15 साल से तो हम द्वारका इधर ही से जाते हैं, हम चल दिए उधर. जब आगे चले तो थोड़ी देर पता लगा कि साहब रोड बंद है, वहां पे कंस्ट्रक्शन हो रहा है. So the GPS actually was having more data than you. They had analyzed it upfront because they had satellite information, and therefore they were able to guide you to go through. So now after 2-3 failures like this, I am also sold out to the GPS, and therefore I am adapted to that. And now if the GPS says something, उसको काटने से पहले 6 बार हम सोचते हैं कि भाई पता नहीं क्या हो, चलो इधर ही से चलो यार, देखा जाएगा. समझ रहे? So I am saying that today technology has come to your rescue, and therefore to your last track which is being talked about. The issue in the last track is कि future में आप talent कैसे manage करेंगे. Now, when you look at the complete thing, what is happening is कि टेक्नोलॉजी इतनी ज्यादा स्प्रेड कर गई है. जैसे आई विल गिव यू एन एग्जांपल. हमारे यहाँ, और व्हाई आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज दैट somebody mentioned also that there needs to be a purpose and there needs to be trust based systems now. So in Petronet what we experimented, आपको एग्जांपल में देता हूँ. I had gone to Boston. फेसबुक में हमारा नेफ्यू वर्क करता था, तो उसके यहाँ मैं गया कि चलो लंच टाइम में आएंगे, लेट्स गो आउट एंड वील हैव लंच. हमारे साथ 5-7 लोग भी थे. तो जब उसके वहाँ ऑफिस में पहुंचे तो उसने कहा कि आप क्यों नहीं अंकल यहीं पे कर लेते हैं लंच. और हमारे यहाँ मतलब वी हैव ऑन द हाउस वेरी गुड शेफ्स एंड वी रियली सर्व वेरी हेल्दी फूड एक्सेट्रा. तो मैंने कहा भाई इतने सारे आदमी हमारे साथ हैं, आपको कहीं ऐसा ना हो कि कोई आदमी कहे कि भाई इतने सारे गेस्ट को आप वैसे नहीं. वी अप्रिशिएट दैट. फिर हम गए वहां तो हमने देखा कि उसका शेफ जो है बिल्कुल बढ़िया तरीके से लेड आउट पूरे सारी चीजें रखी हुई थी एंड वी कुड हैव टू आवर हार्ट्स कंटेंट. देन ही मेड अ स्टेटमेंट. उसने कहा कि आप मामा चाहें तो इसको आप घर भी ले जा सकते हैं, पैक भी करा सकते हैं. सो मैंने कहा भाई ये तो बड़ा अच्छा है. तो मैंने केम बैक, तो मैंने सोचा कि भाई हमारे यहाँ क्यों नहीं हो सकता है. आपके यहाँ साहब शायद आईओसी ओएनजीसी में शायद नहीं हो सकता है, बट हमारे यहाँ 500 ही आदमी है हम लोग. दिल्ली ऑफिस में 125 आदमी थे. तो मैंने कहा चलो दिल्ली ऑफिस में इम्प्लीमेंट करते हैं. एंड द इशू वाज दैट why I'm trying to say, I'm just trying to take some more time to explain to you how trust is actually going to be the important factor and how technology is going to help you in this online data compilation and data analysis at your suite well. तो हमने क्या किया, हमने एनालिसिस किया. हमारे लोग जो एज यूजुअल, लेट मी नॉट से, द एचआर पीपल केम कि साहब आप ऐसा फ्री ऑन द हाउस करेंगे तो हमारे यहाँ कुछ साल में 1-1.25 करोड़ खर्च होता था. वो बिल बना के लाए 5 करोड़ का कि साहब ये तो ऐसे ही होगा. तो जब मैंने एनालाइज किया तो उसने कहा साहब जब फ्री कोल्ड ड्रिंक होगी तो इतनी पियेंगे, खाने का होगा तो समोसे इतने खाएंगे, फल इतना ले जाएंगे, घर इतना ले जाएंगे. तो मैंने जब कैलकुलेट किया, मैंने कहा भाई तुम ऐसा कर रहे हो कि 4-5 किलो तो उसके पेट में सामान चला जाएगा अगर इतना खाएगा. तो मैंने कहा ये फिजिकली तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. तो मैंने कहा चलो मैं 2 करोड़ की सैंक्शन देता हूँ एंड लेट ट्राई दिस आउट. और हमने ये किया कि उसमें 2000 या कुछ अमाउंट था कि भाई हर आदमी को कूपन मिलते थे पहले, जो कि लोग आदमी एनकैश करता. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है तुम 2500 का कूपन दो और वो भी आपको सिस्टम से डाउनलोड करना है. नो रिस्ट्रिक्शन टू एनीबडी, यू जस्ट डाउनलोड फ्रॉम द सिस्टम एंड देयर इज नो दिस थिंग, आप कैसे भी खर्च करो. और लिटरली ये था कि शाम के टाइम होता था कि भाई चॉकलेट्स हैं, ये है, घर ले जाओ, बच्चों के लिए ले जाओ. सो पीपल वर डूइंग इट टू देयर हार्ट्स कंटेंट. फिर ये था कि भाई 2500 का अगर कूपन खत्म हो गया, नो क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड, आप 2500 और अपने आप डाउनलोड करो. लेकिन ये था कि जब 2500 नेक्स्ट डाउनलोड करोगे तो सिस्टम विल जस्ट सेंड अ स्मॉल मैसेज टू योर बॉस कि भाई इसने 2500 डाउनलोड किया, कोई सवाल नहीं पूछा जाएगा. उसके बाद मान लो वो भी खत्म हो गया, यू डाउनलोड अनदर 2500. उस 2500 के बाद क्या होगा, जब ऐसा होगा तो फिर आप क्या करेंगे कि फिर उसके बॉस के बॉस मैसेज आएगा और उसके बॉस के पास को ये इंस्ट्रक्शन था कि भाई जब भी कोई करे तो बस बुला के पूछ लेना कि भाई सब खैरियत है, कोई और बात नहीं है बस, और उसको जाने देना. उसके बाद भी अगर 2500 वो कर ले डाउनलोड, करने दो उसको, अगर बाद भी कर ले तो बस फिर उसके बाद अगले 3 महीने के लिए उसका स्वाइप कार्ड बंद हो जाएगा. 3 महीने उसको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. समझ रहे? सो द आइडिया वाज दैट यू ट्रस्ट द इंडिविजुअल, बट इफ देयर इज एन एबरेंट एम्प्लॉय यू जस्ट सेट हिम राइट बेसिकली. So compliant behavior भी है and you are fostering the volitional behavior or the long term. और आपको यकीन नहीं होगा साहब, आज तक किसी एम्प्लॉय का बंद नहीं करना पड़ा, किसी एम्प्लॉय ने दूसरे बार से ज्यादा डाउनलोड नहीं किया. और हमारा जो एक्सपेंडिचर एवरी मंथ है, यू विल बी एवरी ईयर है, यू विल बी सरप्राइज, 1.25 करोड़ से इट हैज कम डाउन टू 85 lakhs. So the all I'm just trying to say here is that this is only because technology is allowing you to use all this. So therefore, I'm saying there has to be, if you explain to the employee that what is the purpose of this, if you explain to the employee that whatever it is being done is actually going to be monitored, because कहीं ना कहीं तो डेटा रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है हमारे पास, हम जब चाहेंगे उसको देख लेंगे. So कहीं ना कहीं उसको एक अपने जहन में मतलब इस बात के लिए भी थोड़ा सा डर है कि भाई कहीं एम्प्लॉय कुछ होगा तो then in the end you will do some activity of this kind. So overall में मेरा ये कहना है कि when you look at all this part, the times are moving into a situation where all of us need to now realize that somebody talked about that the gig approach is going to happen now. Workforce is actually now moving in that direction. हमारे यहाँ हम अपने यहाँ एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं अभी. आप बिलीव नहीं करेंगे जो ABC एनालिसिस है that during the COVID time, and thanks to this COVID, not in the other sense but the other way, कि COVID ने सब चीजें expedite कर दी हैं. सब चीजें जो है they have now, जो हम सोच रहे थे कि साल 2 साल 3 साल में करेंगे वो 3 महीने में ही हो गई. तो हमारे यहाँ जब हम एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं तो we are looking at now is कि भाई जो A type के लोग हैं who have been more than 24/7 involved and therefore they are now crying कि साहब इतना काम हमसे मत लीजिए, आप तो मतलब जो भी दफ्तर जाना ही बेटर था, आपने घर से हमारे लिए बिल्कुल you have actually drained us into the system. दूसरे टाइप के लोग हैं who actually have now gone and supported these people on and off whenever required. But there is a third category who are happy at home, but somehow उनकी requirement या इस तरीके से जो चीजें आई हैं पूरी की पूरी, वो कहीं ना कहीं are forcing the management for us to think कि भाई there is time that we need to reskill a lot of people now and therefore we need to reassign them. So कहीं ना कहीं पूरे system में अब ये समझ में आ रहा है कि जैसे आप employees को, एक तो ये है कि हमने अपने यहाँ जो B type के employees specifically हुए, A type के तो चलिए आपको है, but B type के employees में what you can do, you can give them the choice of location now. Somebody mentioned also कि साहब 25% workforce सारी जगहों पे they are working from home. Now you can give them, जैसे कोई, मैं मान लीजिए I belong to Lucknow, अभी हमें कोई choice दे दे कि भाई okay you can go and work from Lucknow, but condition from the company side we can put कि भाई अब 3 साल तक क्योंकि तुम्हारी तनख्वाह दिल्ली के हिसाब से ठीक चल रही है, अब तुम्हें लखनऊ भेज रहे हैं तो तुम्हें 3 साल तक तनख्वाह नहीं बढ़ेगी. He may be ready to accept that because in Lucknow I'll be able to do many more things to my parents, to my family, etc. So I'll be more than happy to do that and therefore I'll work from there. So therefore हमारे लिए मान लीजिए अगर 50-60 लाख हम एक एम्प्लॉय पे खर्च कर रहे हैं, that amount may be कि हमें लखनऊ में कोई आदमी 30 लाख 25 लाख में मिलेगा. Now that is opening up some funds for me that for the new technology, for the new things which are coming in, I can hire a guy in Silicon Valley, उसको हम 1.5 करोड़ रुपए दे सकते हैं and he can be on contract with me. So overall में मेरा ये कहना है कि आज की डेट में, and somebody really mentioned very nicely that since people are now going to be remote, so therefore the important point is that the management and the style of HR needs to be more to pull them into you. More therefore will be through influence that you will manage rather than with authority. You will actually manage them through participation rather than hierarchy. You would actually be purpose driven rather than power driven now, basically. And when you look at the whole gamut of activities in this particular thing, this pull factor is something when broken up into two. Last session, I think there was this part that there is one element which is called the work engagement, but the other is the organization engagement. At both the levels, you need to engage. So a person who is remote, work में तो वो खुद engage रहेगा because he's coming through a pull factor. If your systems is like this, that you are hiring on a contract basis or whatever way you apply, but you can put that part and therefore he is coming, like for instance, people come to PLL because it's a niche experience company. बहुत कम लोग दुनिया में इस वक्त LNG regas कर रहे हैं. So therefore कोई भी यहाँ आता है तो may not come for total salary. They may come for their own benefit to excel in their own expertise, and then they can move around after having enriched their CV basically. But organization से ऐसे मौके पे आप कैसे engage करेंगे उसको? So here is a challenge, and here I would say one very important fact perhaps which is there in the subconscious of everybody, on all the HR guys also. Communication, I would say, is one very, very important factor. And therefore, I would say that there should be a special effort made by the HR to appoint specialists who actually see that how communication is being done throughout the company within the internal communication mechanism. And I'll give you the example. कि जिस वक्त हम लोग का ये कोविड हुआ, आप रियलाइज नहीं करेंगे कि सबसे पहले there was this scare of the health, then there was this scare of कि भाई नौकरी का क्या होगा, and then there was this scare about कि भाई हमारा रोजमर्रा की जिंदगी में हम किस तरीके से अपने घर को चलाएंगे, पेरेंट्स को कैसे देखेंगे. So what we did was in PLL was, and सभी कंपनियों ने किया होगा, but I'm sharing PLL, हमने 3 टीम्स बनाई. One team was कि गलती से कोई आदमी कोविड पॉजिटिव अगर हो गया, so पहली चीज थी कि that he should not panic. There was a team which just took over from there. That employee had to do nothing. These people just took him like, जैसे होता ना कि हमारे हिंदू उसमें बोलते हैं कि दामाद की तरह उसको उठा लिया और उसको जैसे छींकने भी नहीं दिया. मतलब डॉक्टर्स, पीपल टेकिंग हिम टू प्लेसेस, इमीडिएटली उसके घर में सारी किट्स पहुंच गई, चाहे ऑक्सीमीटर हो चाहे जो कुछ भी हो वो पहुंच गई, एंड पूरा रूटीन उसको बता दिया गया कैसे करना है. डॉक्टर्स उसके यहाँ सवेरे शाम दोपहर चेक करने शुरू कर गए. साथ में हमने क्या किया कि हॉस्पिटल्स में कुछ जगह बेड्स हमने बुक कर दी और ये कहा कि भाई ये 3-4 महीने तक हमारी ही रहेंगी. हमने इन्वेस्ट किया, एंड वी वेंट टू सच अ क्रेजी थिंग कि जब हमने ये सुनना शुरू किया कि भाई हॉस्पिटल में चलो बेड भी अवेलेबल है लेकिन वेंटिलेटर्स अवेलेबल नहीं लोगों के लिए, और वहां पे आईसीयू में जगह नहीं मिल रही है. सो व्हाट वी डिड, वी बॉट वेंटिलेटर्स आल्सो, और हमने वो रखवा दिए जगह जगह पे कि जहां जरूरत होगी तो वेंटिलेटर भी हम प्रोवाइड करेंगे. ऑल्दो द हॉस्पिटल के साथ हमारा एंगेजमेंट ये था कि भाई आप अगर इसको लेंगे तो वेंटिलेटर वगैरह सब प्रायोरिटी पे देंगे. बट यू डोंट नो, कहीं पता लगे केजरीवाल जी का फोन आ गया, उन्होंने कहा भाई यहाँ से आपको हटाने, आपको दीजिए इनको, तो हमने अपने लिए वो प्रोविजन कर लिया. सो उसका जो सबसे इम्पैक्ट बढ़िया हुआ, जो कम्युनिकेशन गया एम्प्लॉयज के पास, भले ही हमने आज तक कोई वेंटिलेटर यूज नहीं किया, बट ये था कि भाई जब आदमी बिल्कुल ही परेशान है और एकदम ही सड़क पे आ गया है, उसके पास फिर भी उसकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने ये अरेंजमेंट कर रखा है कि भाई कुछ नहीं होगा तो हमें सिर्फ डॉक्टर ही पकड़ना है, अब वेंटिलेटर भी हमारे पास है. तो इट वाज मोर ऑफ अ माइंडसेट एड्रेस व्हिच वी डिड. Second part, what we did, the second team, they were a team which went completely into the system of who came in contact with them. और उसके लिए एक बड़ी लार्जर टीम थी, तो उसमें पूरे लोगों को, मतलब राइट फ्रॉम दे जहां भी कोई कांटेक्ट आया उसको पूरा एसओपीज बनाना, देना दाना, वो सारी चीजें हो गई. थर्ड टीम वाज बेसिकली 24/7 कॉल सेंटर विद ऑल द डेटा देयर. और थर्ड टीम के पास जो एक स्पेशल टीम थी, वो लेडीज की हमने टीम बनाई थी, 10 ladies की. They were ringing up all the people and families and talking to their spouses, talking to their parents, and then we were addressing them every week, every 10 days. और उसी में जब लोग ऐसा होने लगे तो हमने, जैसे होता है ना कि एक तंबोला का गेम खिलाना शुरू कर दिया उसी में. So people started coming online and they were playing those games. Then we had this Petronet singing star competition. So उसमें लोग उसमें एंगेज हो गए. So उसका अच्छा, और फिर साथ में जो बिजनेस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू हमने कम्युनिकेट किया. एंड देन लेट मी जस्ट शेयर दिस, देयर आर 3 थिंग्स व्हिच आई मेंशन टू माय पीपल इज कि A, you are in a business, Petronet is in a business like LNG, which yesterday was relevant, today relevant, and the next 3 decades is going to be relevant. Second part is we have all long term contracts etc. कि आज से 2028-35 तक सब कॉन्ट्रैक्ट सोल्ड आउट है. So there is no problem of revenue which is coming in. And third part is that Petronet as an organization has huge cash. So anybody during COVID time having cash was basically blessed with actually being able to do whatever you wanted to do. So in a way the message went कि भाई हमारे यहाँ इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हमें जॉब की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, सिक्योरिटी है, और medical has been taken care 100%. And last thing was that the HR was requested कि जो ग्रोसरीज हैं लोगों के घरों में किस तरीके से देनी है, और किसी को भी अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है comes to that, so immediately somebody was reaching there to take their parents to the hospital, whatever. So therefore I am saying that communication is an extremely important thing, and in this uncertain times and in this uncertain position where agility and nimbleness is something which is the call of the day, I think we need to place special attention to this element of this, which perhaps has been in the mind of the people, but has not been at the forefront to such an extent. And today, when with so much of communication available at your tips, everybody having a mobile phone, very easy to communicate with them, you need to also communicate as well as counter miscommunication. So everything added up, I would say, as a line manager, when I take a step back, my request to the HR fraternity would be that not to panic. And as of today, somebody said previously, I think it was a lady from Tata who was saying that you need to have an open mind. You need to see everything. Job today is not getting married till the time you retire. It is actually specific assignment based. It could be project based. It could be some term based as well, effectively. And therefore, the HR needs to look at the talent from the perspective. There is a concept which is called, because you are connected everywhere, because you have the biodata of everybody, because you have the ability to analyze some 50,000 biodatas and cull out those 5 which you really want out of them. You could actually create teams in your system like any organization following the Pareto's law, that these are the kind of projects we run, these are the kind of expertise we do, and therefore I will maintain a balance or a list or a record of all this there. And like a fishnet diagram, no, I'll pick up the project manager from where I want like this, and anything which comes up along with that becomes the project team for the individual. So on a very, very broad basis, let me tell you, as a line manager, this is my online experience exposure which I'm sharing with you. I'm not sure exactly whether I've communicated the essence or I've done justice to the valediction of whatever I had to say. But I'm seeing that my time is getting over. So therefore, I'm now thanking all of you to have actually given me this opportunity to talk on a subject which is completely, I would say, in terms of theory, alien to me. But on empirical and practicality, unknowingly or knowingly, we've been a part of this. And we have enjoyed actually empathizing with the employees. We have enjoyed actually looking at systems and procedures. And therefore, now as we go forward, since we are working remote, the clarity of mind is very much required. And therefore, the SOPs being done there needs to be done. It's like we need to challenge the Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law says that there was this guy in the World War II who used to design electrical systems, and he had this guy with him who was a very stupid guy. And when he was designing the system, he used to tell him that, okay, you are the first guy to go and check it and test it. And once he designed a great system, and he said that now this guy cannot fool around with anything ever. But that guy, when he went and the very first button he pressed, he goofed up everything. So this guy came out with the law, Murphy's Law, saying that, look, if something can go wrong, it will go wrong. So let's accept this. But while accepting is, let's see some pattern, reason in chaos, and try and design a pattern which is flexible, which can, in a very nimble and agile manner, adapt as quickly as possible, because that is the order of the day. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your very wonderful and interesting contribution to the session. It was a pleasant to hear you. Now for the vote of thanks, it will be presented by Pratima Kaushal. She is a management trainer and consultant having over 32 years of experience. After working in the industry for a decade, she started her entrepreneurial venture and founded Enablers India, a consulting company in training and development. She has worked in organizations like Modi Xerox, Methodex Systems, and Tribal Cooperative and Marketing Federation in various capacities in marketing, sales, and commercial functions. She is a guest faculty in various premier management institutes in New Delhi. She specializes in workshops on emotional intelligence, assertive communication skills, presentation skills, etc. She is a life member of ISTD and HRD network and actively involved in IAMA DMA. We invite you, ma'am, for delivering the vote of thanks.
Thank you.
Carry on, madam. Carry on.
I think the camera is not unmuting.
No problem. Carry on.
Okay.
your vote is important.
Okay. All right. So, good evening, everyone. My attitude today is full of gratitude. It has been a fascinating and engaging 2 days. It's my proud privilege to propose a vote of thanks. To start with, I thank our chief guest, Mr. D.K. Hota, CMD BEML, who gave us his very inspiring inaugural address. I convey my sincere thanks to Mr. Prabhat Singh, MD and CEO, Petronet and LNG, for delivering the valedictory address. My heartfelt thanks to Mr. Ranjan Mahapatra, the conclave chairman, under whose exceptional leadership the conclave was designed and delivered. Thank you, Dr. Mahapatra. Thanks to Mr. Nataraj Ray, our national president. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Vinayshil Gautam, President Emeritus, for his special address. Let me express our deep gratitude to Dr. G.P. Rao, the conclave director, who has burned a lot of midnight oil in putting the conclave together. My special thanks to all the speakers and coordinators of the 4 technical sessions for sharing their valuable experiences and perspectives. Thank you very much, Mr. A.N. Verma, Mr. Sanjay Mishra, Ms. Rajkamal Vempati, Mr. Anurag Malik, Ms. Meenakshi Davar, Mr. Rajeshwar Tripathi, Mr. Rohit Thakur, Mr. Deepak Agarwal, Dr. Mansi Chaudhary, Mr. Srinivas, Ms. Leena Chehlijawani, Dr. Swati Sarangi, and the 4 coordinators for the session, Mr. Y.M. Kaushal, Pritima Kaushal, Kanika Tiwari, and Mr. Naveen Kumar. We are extremely thankful to our sponsors, Indian Oil Corporation, Gas Authority of India, Bharat Petroleum, JK Cements, NHPC, and Petronet, Institute of Management and Technology. Special and sincere thanks to Mr. Mukesh Jain, Chairman of ICT Delhi Chapter, who has put his heart and soul in organizing the conclave. Thanks to our office bearers. Special thanks to Mr. S.K. Bose, EDHR, Indian Oil Corporation, who's also the Vice Chairman of ICT Delhi Chapter. Mr. Brijesh Mathur, who's our General Secretary. Special thanks to Mr. Govind Rajlu, our Treasurer. I extend my special thanks to every member of the organizing committee. Thanks to our unsung hero, Arun Kumar, who provided all the backup support to us. Our sincere thanks to the event management team, Mr. Nandan Bisht, Mr. Avinash, and the entire team. Friends, there was so much of audience participation, so many questions, active participation in the audience poll. So finally, I will be failing in my duty if I don't thank the awesome audience, because I feel that without a disciplined and engaged audience, a conference cannot be successful. So a big thanks to all the audience who joined from all over the country. So with this, we come to the conclusion of this national conclave. We look forward to your presence and contribution in our future events, and we promise you to raise the standard from one event to another continuously. Thank you once again, and goodbye.
With your permission, I will add the young anchors from BIMTech. They have done a wonderful job, wonderful job. Smita, please convey to your colleagues.
Yes, sir, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sir, we will have a live.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Live program of songs by Murli and our Rachna. So would like request all of you to stay back for a few minutes. We immediately start without a gap. Can you have Murli, IT team, get Murli live show their songs, Murli and Rachna.